Konnichiwa, vlogmates.
So I still have my cough. And my daughter, I was talking to her this morning, and I was saying, man, I've been sick for a long time. And she said, well, Dad, it's because when you're older, you have a weaker immune system. And that's what happens with old age. What the hell is her problem? Jaywalk. There's a cop over there. Yesterday, I ended up going to my shop and then I was trying to bring stuff home. Well, I don't have a back entrance to my store. I used to. And now I only have parking in the front. And when I go during the day, it's really hard to find one of those spots in the front. So I wasn't able to like bring anything home. I was able to go to the coffee shop, film some content, catch up with Brandon, and then we went to go have lunch. I got crazy this time. I got a torta, and that was actually delicious. I thought I would talk about the YouTube journey really quick. For those that don't know, when I first started doing YouTube, I'm a screen printer. I have a clothing brand. I'm a graphic designer. And what I first noticed is that all these clothing brands were like showing people how to start their own brands. But they were saying like, I make $1 million a month, all this stuff. And I was thinking, dude, if you guys are like killing it in the clothing, why are you spending your time doing YouTube? Quickly, I realized how YouTube works. I didn't know anything about the ads, or I didn't know anything about the sponsorships and things like that. So I was just trying to figure out like why these guys would spend their time, if they have a successful clothing brand, why are you spending all your time making YouTube videos and not selling clothes? And if you were selling clothes like by the millions, you'd be too busy. I was like, man, maybe that's what I need to do. Because like, let's say you were to make $500. $500 in t-shirts is a lot of t-shirts. So I was like, man, these guys must be making so much on the videos, and that's why. Their t-shirt business is just their backdrop. Said, you know what, I'm kind of sick of clothes and stuff, so I'm going to try that. I've been doing it for a while. I got a lot of information that would help people. I don't see what these guys have that I don't have, so let me just try. I gained a little bit of success. Like, you know, the information I had is what I knew, and it was useful. But it didn't necessarily mean I knew how to make YouTube videos. And I tried that, and I didn't blow up or anything, obviously. And I kind of gave up. You know, I was like, man, this is hard. This is harder than I thought to make a YouTube video. So then what I did was, let me see what else works on YouTube, because now I'm curious about YouTube itself. So I did this stupid video. Well, I saw this video, and they were saying, you know, copy someone else's blueprint and make a video of the same thing. I saw this girl, and I'm not gonna lie, you know, this girl had a video. She was from a different country, super hard accent, and her video just straight blew up. Like, and the video was so dumb. It was about like filming a YouTube video and you don't have anywhere to do it, so you make a artificial background, and this is how you do it. And I was like, man, that is so stupid. Let's do it. I did it, and then I gained like crazy. Like, I went on my YouTube, I looked, 100 views, 200 views, 300 views. And I was like, oh my God, this is how I'm gonna make it. Did I find joy in that? No. I felt really stupid. It was a stupid video. I would say when it comes to effort, from like level 1 to level 10, I probably put in like level 4. My backdrop looked totally fake. I just found something on the internet, and just a dumb video, but apparently people liked it. Some people talked a lot of crap. And it was my first experience on YouTube where like, oh my God, your video is going out. Now you got strangers talking crap to you. And it was an experience. After that point, I was like, I quit again. And I thought to myself, you know, I gotta find something that I can be successful at and that I like to do. And I started doing these like kind of mental health type shorts. Because I mean, these are just thoughts that were in my head. At the time, I was extremely depressed. I was going through a lot. And these are just thoughts and concepts and philosophies and stuff that helped me get through the day. And I ended up kind of going down that avenue. I was doing the same thing already on Instagram. If you were to go to my Instagram, I have all these shorts and it's like motivational, I guess. And I would get like a little bit of views. I think the most maybe I would get is like 500 or 1,000 over a long period of time. It wasn't like anything like my stupid background video. But I knew that like all this effort going into those videos, it wasn't gonna take me anywhere. So again, I stopped. I disappeared for a long time, at least from YouTube. In my heart, I was just looking for different things besides what I was doing. I've just felt that clothing and everything, I was just grinding away. I lost the passion for it, and I was just secretly trying to find anything else I could do in the world besides what I was doing. And I'm sure that's relatable because I think people feel like that all the time. But that's how I ended up doing that. And as I was doing that, I was like watching other videos, watching cinematic videos, trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. And came across a creator that used the Action cam. And I was like, damn, that is crazy. And I went to Google and I was like, damn, they're pretty cheap. I mean, I didn't know Action cameras were like a couple $100. And then at the time, that's when I got the Action 4. And I think that really changed my life because the Action camera, like what I'm filming on right now, has been like something that keeps me filming all the time. When I had a full-size camera, bringing around a full tripod, setting it up, filming all this stuff, like I was often embarrassed. I was often like, just felt like a big dummy. And then with the Action camera, I've brought it with me every day. I mean, I'm sitting in a parking lot. I have it mounted to my mirror. It's like I didn't bring a tripod. I just brought this little adapter and now I'm filming. And I'm like enjoying coffee, looking at the birds. And as far as like friction goes, there's like zero. I have zero friction. Well, I have level 1. Because there was a dude in an Accord parked like a few cars down, looking at me like, dude, why are you talking? Who are you talking to? The whole point in me telling you like the little pre-journey was really because at the very beginning, it's so hard to get views and it's discouraging, right? It's discouraging starting YouTube. Now that I'm looking back, and I'm not saying I became a successful YouTuber or anything, but a couple weeks back, I ended up getting monetized. And I think a lot of times you're like monetization, I guess the way I'd look at it, right, is it's kind of like having a baby. And at the beginning, it's like your goal is like have a healthy delivery. It's like that's one of the checkpoints, that's one of the goals. Now that you have your baby, okay, now it's time to begin, like parenting. It's like a totally different thing. So my whole time earlier as a YouTuber was like, man, I want to reach monetization. I want to reach monetization. Once you get there, it's like, okay, so how does this work? And dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think like my highest day so far is like maybe $1.67 or something. I don't get a lot of views. And it's not gonna bring me financial freedom unless something magic happens. I mean, it is still very cool, but it's just the beginning. It's just like a stepping stone. But So I'm hopping on here because there's something that I want to say that I didn't say in my original video. But if you're a small YouTuber watching this, I have something to tell you. This is just my theory. I don't know. I'm not a guru. But once your video starts hitting 100 views, YouTube is going to start placing ads on your video regardless. It doesn't have anything to do with you pressing any buttons. It's just YouTube starts monetizing your video on their own. So in my theory, the first goal should be 100 views. Because at that point, I think what happens is YouTube starts sending your video out to more people because they think they're onto something. Because if you can hit 100 views, that means you're doing enough of the things right. YouTube's gonna start sending your video out to more people, and you're getting better and better, which means you're starting to understand this thing. So even though monetization may be like the long-term goal, short goal, 100 views. And I'm telling you, I think you hit 100 views and that's gonna unlock everything. But I know nothing. I guess what I'm trying to say is that with YouTube, well, what I really wanted to say and what made me start thinking about this is the YouTube journey. I think what happens at the very beginning, it's so hard to get views. The algorithm doesn't know who your people are. They don't even know what your videos are about. You're kind of relying on search because there's just no way for anyone to know what the hell you're talking about. And you do videos like these, that's probably even harder unless your title is catchy or something. But the point is, I started off with very low views. And then somewhere down the road, I started vlogging. And then I was like, I did a 30-day challenge and like my views, doing things that were just being me, like very low effort, no scripting or anything, just thoughts that I had. It was fun. And I was like teetering right at like 100 views. And then somewhere down the line, right, I started sinking down. I started getting like 50 views, 60 views. A successful vlog for me was like 75 views. And I was like, damn, this sucks, you know? But come like later on down the road, I still wanted to vlog and I was still doing things. And occasionally I'd have a vlog that did like 100 views and I was hyped. And then what happened was when I hit monetization, right? I think somehow like YouTube, what they do is they start feeding you, they start sending your videos out to a little more people. And now like I've noticed some of my crappier vlogs and stuff have hit like 200 views. There's more people that are able to find it, but it just took time. And it wasn't like any tricks from gurus or anything like how to do it. I think it's just the reps, making better videos, maybe better thumbnails, understanding the titles. Like, I really don't know, but I just think a lot of it has to do with support from the system, and that's just how the system works. And it's just crazy, but I think you can't get from step A to step B without anything like phenomenal happening. Like maybe you're Scorsese or Tarantino, but for the average YouTuber, I hate to say it, I think it just takes time. I think it just takes figuring it out, but I just think it takes like being naive and relentless stupidity to continuously do the same thing every day with like minimal amounts of progress. I did watch a video from a guru and I thought what it said really made sense. And it's what helped me too. It's like you're gonna make videos and you're gonna notice the same people keep showing up. And there's something about you that these people like and they found and they're rooting for you. And it just tells you like you're doing the right thing. You just haven't found more of those people. My suggestion, continue talking to those same people. Like when I'm making my videos, I'm kind of talking to like 5 to 10 people that have been with me on this journey the whole time. Even though I'm talking to the world, I'm really talking to them because those are the people that like support me and understand what I'm doing. So I'm kind of just FaceTiming them and letting them know what's going on with me. And I would say that helps. Like, those people keep on showing up because there's something about you. You continue talking to them, continue doing what they're doing, and if they keep on showing up and they're inspired by what you're doing, trust me, the world is so big. There's more people out there that are gonna like feel the same way about you. I don't normally have this much to talk about. I'm gonna try to oh my god. I'm gonna try to shorten this because it's long, but if you stuck around this long, you're a real one. I appreciate you. Have a good day. I'm gonna try to get better so then I can like go out and explore and film more things. I like filming. Before I go though, I'm gonna film some birds. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Like, genuinely, I really do. This whole YouTube thing has been the funnest thing I've done in the last 20 years. Besides being a family guy.